It is 1489 and we've established Burgundy as the dominant power in Western Europe, crushing the French and limiting their authority to the south part of France proper, but that's temporary because our vassal here in Toulouse is gonna eat them up once the truce is over. We also plan on forming the nation of Lotharingia, and in order to do that we need to do the Crown of Lothair mission. We just need to get a little bit more land for that, but since we are part of the HRE, it's not really much of an issue. If you're curious how we got to this point, you'll find the link to the first part in the description. We also have an achievement that we can get, the Burgundian Conquest. We need to make France and Austria our vassals, and that's also why I kind of left France alive. I'm gonna let them keep like 2 or 3 provinces so I can get that achievement. Also want to mention that Burgundy is a really great nation to be playing toll as, and despite the fact that it might seem like it's a little bit of a big country, playing toll, just in case you don't know, doesn't necessarily mean to be a one province miner. It simply means to manage your provinces regardless of how many they are properly and maximizing the economic and manpower output from those provinces. Our troops are basically coming back now from our little crusade against the Ottomans, in which we managed to take a little bit of money from them, and we've also invested in our country quite a little bit. I'm also going to be exploiting a little bit more dev. I've exploited most of the development in the lowlands, and I'm doing this because I plan on culturally converting most of these provinces to one culture, since after the 1500 strike we're gonna get the Dutch Revolt event. We can get rid of that event from either converting them to another culture or accepting their cultures or having our capital in the lowlands, which would be the last resort, I guess. We also went for a standard playing toll idea set, namely quantity with economic. We're gonna try and finish up these ideas so we can start developing our beloved provinces for close to no mana points. The great part is that most of the French lands are actually grasslands and farmlands with very few forests in between and just 1 or 2 mountain tiles. Everything else is really great for developing. Also, a lot of them are actually cloth provinces, both in France and the lowlands, and cloth also lowers the dev cost reduction, so it's overall the best area to be playing toll in as well. Gonna build a few more barracks also with the money that we got from exploiting that dev, and we need to establish our own fleet. Let's get about 20 light ships so we can use these light ships in the English Channel node. This is the richest node in the world, and having a bigger percentage of this node means we get more money from here. You probably noticed I'm only exploiting tax dev. The reason for that is because tax does not scale very well in the long run. Production development increases your production economy as well as your trade economy, so you get more trade income, more production income from production development, whilst tax development only increases tax, meaning that by the 1550s the amount of money you get from tax is less than half of what you're getting from production and trade. Holy snaps, we got 1,000 ducats from just exploiting dev. Almost finished most of the workshops in the country, even though they're not giving too much money right now. Once we start increasing our development, our production development that is, these workshops are gonna scale massively and give up to like 50, or better yet 0.50 ducats per workshop. And there you go, we got 253. Not really that amazing, but still better than the previous guy. Let's give him a proper Burgundian name, Jean-Claude Van Damme. And we also can get our vassalization of Utrecht done, Neuss. One more vassal for the vassal swarm. Alright, we got a good 20 ships now. We can protect the trade in the English Channel, boosting up our economy a little bit in the process. We've also assigned the Protect Trade Edict in all of the Dutch lands, as well as Normandy and Picardy, which are both a part of the English Channel node, and will help us get a little bit more of trade power in this node. Oh my lord, look at the amount of nations that we can actually diplomatically vassalize. It's half of the freaking HRE, man. Avec les truces over with France, so we can attack them for our course. France has movement locked. Let's engage them in Bordeaux avec les Stacken Weipen, aber unsere Capet Sigium, and the double stack wipe with the killing of the Liégions. No more alliances for you, Liège. I'm also asking you for the trade power because they have some provinces in the English Channel, so I will make them a subject, but not yet. I'm gonna take the provinces around them and I'm gonna make them cancel as many cores as they can cancel. I will attack again in the future and vassalize them. When I do attack again, I need to also make them cancel the rest of the cores because they still do have a massive amount of cores on my lands. Plus, I'm not in a rush with taking all of these provinces. I'm mostly gonna focus on the northern parts. I'm also diplo-vassalizing Cleves because, well, because I can. I'm doing it mainly because I'm now integrating Toulouse, and I'm also gonna to be integrating Dauphin for that matter. Tariago, 2 boyos at the same time, a noise. We're also going to be concentrating their provinces since we are integrating them. This way it's going to make it a lot easier to integrate. So there you go. We shaved off 1 year simply by concentrating dev in Toulouse. What on earth is happening in the Balkans? Jesus Christ, dude. Look at this. We have a massive Wallachia, a massive Albania, and a big Herzegovina, whilst a little bit of a Serbia still exists as well. I think Bohemia had something to do with this, considering they basically raffle-stomped Hungary, and now what's left of Hungary is getting assaulted by the Wallachians. As a Romanian, I want to apologize, but I'm still kind of happy about it, you know? The mixed feelings, bro. Hey, colonialism appeared in our allies' lands, Castile, so hopefully my good brother Castile over here is gonna send me colonialism my way whenever they embrace it. It's time to also attack Geneva because they have a few provinces which I personally consider to be Burgundian, and also they should not exist. They're an illegal nation. We're gonna have a special operation here. We're not really doing a full-sized war, so just saying. Avec le Stack and Vapenicum. Oh, they're allied to the Teutonic Order, which is a 1-province minor. I didn't even co-belligerate them because I didn't have any interest in this land. But now I kind of do have a little bit of an interest in this land. Yep, I am totally making you guys my vassalin. And look at those juicy cores my vassalin has. On my ally, I know we're friends with the Poles right now, but they kind of have my lands, don't they? So I don't know how long this friendship's gonna be sticking around for. As for Geneva, I'm taking the French provinces you guys have. I'm letting you keep everything else. I'm such a nice guy, you see. And yeah, that's gonna make a little bit of a coalition, but it's fine. I've never seen no guy get this big in any of my games so far. I will support them. Maybe they're gonna get a little bit bigger and take out Muscovy in the future. One thing I noticed in the recent patch is the fact that the AI loves to develop their provinces, especially in the HRE, which makes the aggressive expansion unbearable when you expand in these areas in the last patch. Look at this. Friesland developed this province 11 times and the second province 13 times. So they've basically tripled in size from simply developing their provinces. And by just taking these 2 provinces, I get over 50 aggressive expansion. And pretty much the same goes for Lorraine and everybody else by the border with me. They just developed like crazy, man. Oh god, we got the military reforms. I wish it didn't trigger now because I don't have any wars, but no problem. I can get some wars going since we have the reform now. Let's use it to get our troopers and we can switch over to the better units now. Avec les condotta infantari. Well, hello there, Protestant Reformation. Where did this trigger? Let's see. In Strasbourg. Oh, that is bad for me because I was trying to make Strasbourg a vassal. Now they're never going to want to be my vassal unless I also become Protestant. The problem is that now we actually have the Dutch revolt event about to trigger here, and I just integrated Utrecht, which is a Dutch province. I mean, I'm changing this to Burgundian like the rest of the provinces that I've had, but it's going to take a while. It's going to take me until 1518, and I do not have that time, sadly. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go over to Den Haag. And look at this, by the way, 5 mana points to develop this. That is obviously because I finished my playing tall ideas, quantity economic, fully unlocked, and I got the policy for it. So I can develop provinces for 5, 7, 10 mana quite easily. And I am doing so, of course. I've also finished building all of the workshops, every single where in the country. And I'm in the process of doing the same with the barracks, with the courthouses, and with the trade houses in the provinces where it's worth it. This one you don't want to build everywhere, just in the provinces that you get a bit of extra trade power from. So yes, we are essentially playing Toll like I promised at the start, but we still have our eyes on our expansion in this area. We're trying to do it mostly diplomatically for now, whilst we get our country in order, and then after we can just go on a full rampage if we want. Since we've changed the capital here, we also modified how the trade works, so we don't need to have this merchant here. We can change him over. Actually, because we have over 50% of the English channel, it's better if we just transfer this in the English channel. We can add East Frisia to the vassal swarm also, and their former ally of France we're gonna be attacking. Welcome to the vassal swarm. Hey, I canceled as many of the cores as I could, but they're still gonna have a ton of cores on my country, so they're gonna be super disloyal for pretty much the the entirety of their existence. The Austrians are also super quick with the reforms. It's a little bit worrisome, like they already got 4 of these done. Time for a little consolidation war against Gelre. We eventually have to take all of the Netherlands, including Friesland and Liège. Next target is gonna be the nation of Britannia, avec le time to fight the English. I'm also doing this because I want to have a truce with the English more than anything else. Hold on, what? The Isle of Man exists? When did this happen? I didn't even notice them. And they're allied to the English. Alright, we managed to get troops on the British Isles also. Let's ship on over all of our troops there. With the troops in the British Isles, it means that we can get a foothold in Ireland or maybe the northern parts of England, from which we can attack them again in the future. Hold on a second, I just saw this. Why does England have 7 forts in Ireland? That's like a massive drain on their economy. Wow, very, very surprised to see this here. What I'm guessing is the AI built these forts when it was still a lot of small Irish nations, and when the British took it over, well, when the English took it over, they just didn't destroy the fortifications. Boom, we just took London. I'm not satisfied with just London though, especially I want to get a little bit more army tradition, so a couple of fights are gonna really help me out so much. Oh hey, we gained a heavy ship from fighting the English. Let's start blockading this province here so we can actually take it a little bit faster. Barragio as well would really help. Hey, I was trying to vassalize Nassau mines. Why you have to annex them, bruh? Such a meanie. Oh, did we get Nassau back? Yes, we did. Thank you, Emperor, for asking for unlawful territory. This really helped me out a lot. Now I can have an easier time vassalizing them. I had like 50 aggressive expansion before with them. Now I got no aggressive expansion, of course. The English are trying to hide in the corner here of Cornwall. Let's show them what real men look like, okay? We're going to crush them real good right here, yeah. Okay, now it's actually arrivederci. Bye-bye. Time to build a new fleet since we lost the naval battle. We actually got completely crushed in that naval battle, but it's not bad because this way I can build more light ships this time. Boom, you got Stecken Vapenicum, you Schnitzeldorfs. I think I have all that I need now. I'm gonna be piecing them out. I'm taking Ulster so I can prevent the English from freely roaming between Ireland and the rest of their country, and I'm taking Cumbria so I can release Northumberland from here. Plus, all the money I can get, cancel the alliance with the Portuguese, and I think that's about it. I cannot really take much else. Oh, what? I got excommunicado? Who's the Pope? Is it the English? Oh no, it's the Pope themselves. Wow. Cannot believe you would do this to me. I thought we were best bros. Wait, what just happened to the Palatinate? They become a 1-province minor, and boy did they develop as well. 12 times developed in their capital. Unbelievable, this game, man. Even though I got excommunicado, I'm just gonna buy indulgence, which essentially gets rid of the excommunication, and boom, we lost the excommunicado. Screw you, pup. Since they have developed their provinces a lot as well, I'm gonna go for the pillage capital in this war and cancel all of their alliances. I'm gonna take them out in the next war. Oh, I see how it is, Papal States. Now you want to be my friend, don't you? I tried being a nice guy. I tried working with the Empire, but they just wouldn't allow me to help them. So what else can I do then except dismantle the HRE? That's correct. I'm tired of their BS, okay? We're gonna do this by attacking Trier, co-belligerating Aachen, which brings in the Palatinate and Austria also has a PU over Saxony, so that means I'm attacking all of the electors that are not my allies, and by doing this, once I have all of their capitals under my control, I'm gonna be able to dismantle this sneaky HRE that we have here. We definitely have a lot of armies, but we're gonna go on speed 3 because this is gonna be a little bit of a danger zone for a while here. We got Stecken Vapenicum against Aachen. Let's try and do the same with Liège's troops since they're right next to us. And we got blockaded by this fort, so let's try and go around that. Where can we go? Oh, Munster's in this war. Okay, we're gonna take out Munster too then. Avec les Liègiens Stecken Vapenicum, oui. I love these big wars, man. I absolutely love these big wars. They're like my favorite part about the game. When you build your country up nicely, that you have a strong economy, great army, and then you have a big fat war against half of the HRE. Nothing beats that feeling, I'm telling you. No, I'm wrong. The feeling of stack wiping countries, armies, that definitely beats that feeling. And I'm so nice, man. I'm even killing off the rebels of my enemies. Who would do this if not a really cool person like Burgundy? These guys actually thought that they can siege Breisgau behind me? Bruh, for real? You really didn't expect me to come back, attack you asses over here? I definitely am gonna be barraging a few of these extra forts. Oh, dude, my general just died right when these guys started sieging down with the bigger army. And of course, they attacked me after my general died, because why wouldn't they, right? Let's try and retreat away from there. Come on, get out of there. Go anywhere. Don't get stack wiped, please. Oh, that is bad. I'm gonna get stack wiped in this province. Woof, I hate when this happens, man. Can we get an F for all these brave Burgundian boys? It's all good, though. We can just quickly recruit another army. Avec les Recruitski army in Maine. It should take us a couple of months, but we'll be fine. And we're just gonna be a little bit more careful now with our armies, right? Because this was avoidable, that's for sure. I like how everybody's offering condottieri to the Austrians, though. Like, what the schnapps, man? People don't like me, do they? Ah, look at them brave Burgundians getting recruited for the motherland. I don't know why I just said that. I'm not really sure there was any sort of motherland concept in Burgundy. You know what? Our troops are actually pretty well matched. At the same amount of discipline, they have slightly more morale than us, and I'm not 100% sure why. Oh, they got the papal blessing. Right, you know what? I can get that as well, actually. There you go. Bless my ruler. Now we should be up to a bit more moralski. And that's also going to be a Stacken Vapenicum for these boyos here. Hey guys, remember me? I came back for retribution. You stack vipe my armies. I'm going to stack vipe your entire world. I'm so close to dismantling the HRE, I can taste it. Nom, 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 nom. Come on, boys. 35. We got it. We glatten it, boys. All we need now is a Dresden siege down, and then we have everything we need to dismantle the HRE. Please fall. Come on, Dresden. Booyah, Schnackadoo. 79 days for Mr. Dresden. And look at this, boys. Check this out. Or Slovak it out. Whatever you're comfortable with, okay? Dismantle HRE button. We get 100 prestige. Before, I want to check something out. I'm going to annex Aachen, and it's going to give me 23 aggressive expansion now, right? But after we dismantle, I now proclaim the HRE obsolete. No more will you exist in our lives, so ya schmelly boy. And as consequence, Aachen is only 18 aggressive expansion. That's 5 aggressive expansion for this highly valuable province. That is just to show how much of a difference it makes not having the HRE around when you want to expand in the central part of Europe. Oh, I just realized Brandenburg integrated Ansbach. They kept the union? Oh, and we can also become an empire now, or better yet, a kingdom, I guess. How much development we have? 918. We can fix that easily. We just gotta dev up a little bit, I guess. And then we can become an empire. Let's see if we can piece out the Austrians now. We can. I'm gonna ask them to release both Styria and Baden. It's gonna cost me a little bit of diplo points, but it's a-okay. This way I make the Austrians a lot smaller, and I need to vassalize Austria. Remember that, guys. The smaller they are, the better it is for me. We also can start another war against Lorraine, since we need a couple of Lorraine provinces to do the mission where we form Lotharingia. And it's avec le bye-bye-ski for Trier. It was nice knowing you, but from now on, you shall be known as Treve and Coublance. We also can cancel our alliance with the previous electors of the HRE, since we don't need them anymore. We literally had those alliances, so we don't have to attack them. This is exactly what I love seeing after you dismantle the HRE. Everybody's attacking everybody because of the fact that there's less aggressive expansion. And look at this. Munster disappeared. It was raffle-stomped by its neighbors. Baden killed off parts of Mainz, and so on. It's crazy in here, man. Look at this. Wurzburg also growing massive, and Köln eating up what's left of Berg as well, whilst I'm doing pretty much the same thing here. Let's go ahead and take Nassau out first. Full annexation, of course, ski. And from Lorraine, we just need the province of Lorraine to do our mission. We also have to build a few more manufactories, so I'm going to be destroying the churches and using that building slot to build manufactories. Look at this here. We're getting 0.71 ducats flat from replacing that church with the manufactory in Bruges, and it's basically the same situation everywhere. Just delete the churches, because by the 1530s that we're in right now, churches are basically useless. Oh wow, Köln actually fully annexed Berg and gave parts of it to Dortmund. They're basically the biggest Chad Lord in the HRE right now, aside from obviously Austria and Bohemia. And it is definitely time for a little bit of spring cleaning here, and we do have a massive deficit of manpower. We need 46,000 manpower to fill up our ranks. Luckily enough though, just slackening recruitment once gives us exactly 46,000, and we still have 41% or 42% army professionalism. Now, because Dortmund has a center of reformation and I want to get rid rid of the centers of Reformation. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of their provinces and I'm gonna enforce religion of them as well. Cancel that alliance also, I guess, and everything else. And now, because they only have one province left and I enforce religion, it makes that province Catholic. So this center of Reformation, there you go, literally just disappeared. We're gonna do a quick cheeky war against the English also to get our cores back for our vassalen, and we called in the Spanish so they take care of the Portuguese for us. We're getting a small coalition by fully annexing Liège, but I am still gonna fully annex Liège because I want my country to look beautiful. Look at these amazing borders now. Plus, we finally become an empire as well. I honestly thought the Castilians are actually gonna do something. They are just sending 4,000 units to fight the Portuguese. That's it. 4,000 units. Alright, they finally brought some proper armies to siege down Portugal. Hello, England. Say hello to my little friend. It's called the gun. Okay? Because you're still a primitive with spears, I'm noticing here. The Great Carpathia Sieges of England, 1544 visualized. Castile's doing a pretty good job. I definitely think that they deserve a reward, and I'm gonna reward them by taking this province over here for myself. This way, they feel like all dreams can come true because our dream came true and we're starting our colonial expansion. Screw you, Spain. I'm not giving you nothing, okay? This paves the way for the next idea set, which is exploration ideas. As for England, well, who doesn't like a good snack around the English lands? Am I right here? Let's take all of these provinces plus as much money as we can. Do they have colonies? Hold on a second. We need to ask ourselves the important questions here. Do they have colonies? And the answer is yes, but I cannot turn this into a core because it's too far away. Well, fair enough. I guess I'm not taking your colonies. I'm letting you keep that. I'm just taking your money instead. Booyah, Schnackadoo. Don't look at the coalition map. It's getting massive, and there are nations that actually have joined this coalition already. So the fun might just be starting, boys. And since we are at peace, we can do the Crown of Lothair, which brings us the option of forming Lotharingia, or not forming Lotharingia. Clearly, we will be forming Lotharingia. Yes, please. Give me those traditions and ambitions. And look at the revamped mission tree as well. We got like an extra 3 missions in here. Hey, man. 3 missions are better than no missions, okay? Don't you be judgmental on my mission tree. We can do until the end of the game +5 admin efficiency, which is massive, as well as a +2 max promoted culture, which again is massive, and idea cost -5% until the end of the game, which is what? Yes, that's correct. It's massive. Now we can also definitely chill for a bit. We don't need to do anything. No wars. Well, actually, I'm gonna attack the Austrians when the truce is over, but that is in 51. Right, so we got a good 5-6 years of just chilling, improving our provinces. Oh, and you want to see the best ideas ever? Look at this, boys. AE impact -10%, as well as infantry compatibility and national manpower. Morale of armies +15. Trade efficiency, idea cost -10. And core creation cost -20%. These are some of the best ideas in the game itself, and it's really awesome to actually have formed this nation. And of course, these pussies are actually leaving the coalition now that we are at peace. It's not nice, man. I wish you would have stayed in that and triggered it so I can screw you all over, you little schnickeldoops. Of course, we also got this event now when we're at peace. Freaking hell, man. Talk about bad timing, huh? Let's start integrating Northumberland since we've taken all the cores we can take for them. Alright, I think it's time we also make our ally cancel their alliance with Brittany so we can attack the Britons ourselves. It's basically the last French holding that we do not directly own. This is actually such a cool helmet that the Bretonians have. I like the sprites in France. Not only the Bretonians, the French also have really great sprites for the early fades of the campaign, at least, when they still have the pikes and swords. We're looking a lot better now with the Bretonian lands. No more pesky Bretons. Only beautiful Lotharingian color over here, boys. Holy schnaps. If I concentrate this, I lose 17 development and I only gain 3. Still gonna do it. You know why I'm still doing it? Because I don't like Bretonians. I despise them. I'm only gonna have Burgundian lands here, okay? There's no such thing as Bretons. They don't exist. And I also did it because I had above 100 overextension. Now I have only 86, which is a lot more manageable. Dude, what is up with this Albania? It's massive. Oh, you know what? Oh, I'm gonna get an alliance with them. I am gonna be Albania's bestest friend because I'd rather see this Albanian than Ottoman personally. Alright, and now we're actually chilling, boys. It is the chill time. Oh, I just noticed Geneva attacked the Swiss. Surprisingly, Geneva's actually got more units than Switzerland does. us. And another surprising thing is that Savoy managed to get back most of their provinces, despite at one point having only one province left. Hey, look at my truce over with Lorraine. Time to attack them too. We're basically attacking everybody now by the border. I don't care about the coalition triggering at all. The great part about everybody here already being in this coalition is that I don't need to care about them joining any sort of coalition since they already are a part of it. Oh wow, are you actually kidding me right now, Bohemia? You pieced out the Austrians and gave them provinces? I was gonna give land for the Bohemians in this war, man. Because there's another center of reformation in the province of Strasbourg, I'm gonna be doing the same trick as earlier. I'm gonna take one province and I'm gonna force religion on the other province. This way, we're gonna get rid of this other center of reformation. So now they're divided in 3 separate parts. With a little bit of luck, their neighbors might crush them. Since we got 190 relations with the nation of Baden, we can get them as our vassal. Oh, the juicy lands are free for the taking, you say? I don't mind. Oh, I don't have a claim. No! Oh, I forgot to get a claim on England. I was gonna attack them. I guess I'm just gonna have to go for the next best thing, which in my case is Scotland. On the bright side, they are actually allied to the Austrians, so I can shorten my truce with Austria, or I can even maybe take some lands from Austria and give some of the other lands to other countries. Maybe it's not such a bad idea making them also a vassal. Hey, look where the Austrians were hiding, boys. They were hiding their armies in the Brandenburg lands for some reason. And Brandenburg, for that matter, actually managed to take back quite a big chunk of their lands. Happy to see that. I'm even gonna send them a little bit of a gift here. I never actually noticed that the Scottish actually have a kilt unit sprites. I love it when the AI has to fight the rebels in random provinces. And after that battle is over, I'm gonna come and crush over the Danish army with my main army. You know what, Denmark? Since I'm such a nice guy, I'm only gonna take Iceland from you so I can have an easier time reaching the New World via the northern parts also, not just the southern parts. Even the Scots have been developing their provinces, man. All of these are so high dev now, I cannot even fully annex Scotland. This seems fair to me. Coalition, nobody that would actually hurt us. And Adariaglo. Oh, what? They just changed their capital to the New World? Scotland officially is a Brazilian nation. Let's send 1,000 ducats to Styria. Maybe this is gonna embolden them and get them to take their provinces back from the Austrians. And guess what? Half of Austria just became our vassal diplomatically. Bruh, I can also vassalize Styria actually. Should I go for the full brain here? Vassalize all of the Austrian nations, not just Austria. I think that might be doable. It's a done deal, boyos. 2 Austrians down, 1 left to go. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna send 1,000 ducats to Venice, because Venice has claims on Austria. Maybe they'll take the southern parts of the Austrian lands. Seriously, this coalition also dissipating. No more giving me trade. What? Palatinate. I thought we're like super great bros, son. What you doing here, man? I'm gonna have to take that trade back. Since my troops are stuck in the Commonwealth lands, we might as well use our CB to attack the Commonwealth and take back our lands here. We do have to fight against our old beautiful ally of Bohemia, but who gives a schnaps? At least this way it's a little bit more of a challenge for us, isn't it? This right here is the story of my life, dude. 85%. I bet it's not even gonna fall. Of course, it went from 85 to 78. Meanwhile, they just got the Siege of Plock after 157 days. I don't like this game anymore. I still want Bohemia to be my friends, so I'm just taking their money and canceling their alliances with the Commonwealth. And we haben eine big Battaglia here. Superior Lotharingian firepower won the day, and this fort, 92%, still hasn't fallen. Just casual Ludi RNG right there. If it doesn't fall at 92%, I'm gonna be really pissed. Are you kidding me? Come on! By tactically taking all of the forts the Commonwealth have, we can get our cores back for our vassalen. Hey, boys, look at that. Venice just declared on the Austrians. We gotta make sure Venice wins this war, so I'm gonna send them 3,000 ducats. And let's also clean up the British Isles. We can also intervene in the Austrian war and kill off the Austrian armies to make it a little bit easier for the Venetians to take stuff. I feel like stack wiping the English in Cornwall has become a tradition in Lotharingia. Hey, look at that, boys. Bohemia also attacked the Austrians with the Conquest CB. Sadly, the Venetians couldn't take all 3 of these provinces. I'm guessing because Bohemia managed to get the province of Gors occupied somehow. Fixing the border Gore is really just what I live for in this game. Hallelujah, the Bohemians took enough land and now the war score is 72%, which means that we can vassalize the Austrians. After I do a complete annexation, I can also release Austria from those 3 provinces, and with the Austrians as my vassal, I have all the prerequisites for this achievement. So Daria go, we got Burgundian Conquest, one of the rarest achievements you can get in the game. Booyashnakadu, Mare has also come of age, so that means we got 2 extremely rare achievements as the Burgundians. So until the next time, check out this awesome France video. And I really want to thank all my patrons, channel members, and Twitch subscribers for the amazing support you guys have been offering. I really wouldn't be able to maintain this channel without all of your help.